I don't know if Diablo 4 will ever come to Mac, but I know more than a few ways to play it on an Apple computer, so let's check them out together. If at any point you find yourself overwhelmed with all the information, there is a link to our site in the description where you will find a very structured article on how to play the game. But before you choose which one you want, you'll have to buy Diablo 4. To help you, we'll leave links in the description to where you can purchase it, and we'll also add links to discounts when such are available. Now, let's get to the ways to play it. The first method you can use is Boosteroid, the cheapest cloud gaming service that's actually any good. The main draw of cloud gaming is that your machine doesn't matter so long as you can supply it with around 40 megabits of stable internet. And if you've got a faster connection, you can crank up everything to max even in 4K, and you should be more than fine. In the case of Diablo 4 in particular, this advantage of cloud gaming is especially relevant. It's a good-looking game, so it's always nice to be able to play it at the highest possible settings without worrying about performance. In my tests streaming this game, I tried both a 60 megabit Ethernet connection and a 40 megabit Wi-Fi. Obviously, the Wi-Fi performed a bit worse, and there was some occasional stutter during latency spikes. The game was still playable and enjoyable, but you could tell that it was being streamed. As for the wired connection, I barely noticed any lag there, and for the most part, the experience was like I was playing the game locally even when I streamed in 4K. I totally understand users who just don't care about cloud gaming in general, but it's a valid alternative for playing demanding games like Diablo 4 on Mac, and so I'd say it's worth a try. All you have to do to start gaming is follow the link in the description, register for the service, and buy a subscription. Then just search for the game and click play. It's all pretty easy, but we have a how-to tutorial if you need it, and an overview of the service if you want something more in-depth to make up your mind. The next solution is GeForce NOW, and it is the largest and most popular cloud gaming service out there. Its pricing is steeper than Boosteroid, but this is somewhat offset by its larger gaming library. I'd say both GFN and Boosteroid are solid solutions for this game. Generally, GeForce NOW is the choice for when you want the best of the best with all the bells and whistles, but Boosteroid's significantly better price and library is what wins me over most of the time. Performance-wise, they are similar, but your personal experience and stream quality really depend on your location relative to the servers of either platform. Trying both for a month is the best way to figure out which works best for you. Like with Boosteroid, all you need is stable internet with around 40 megabits per second, and you can play games with 1080p and 60 frames per second without any noteworthy lag. And if you've got a faster internet, say around 50 megabits per second, you can stream with 4K and 120 FPS. Using GFN is similarly simple. Just go to the respective link below, click Join Now, pick a preferred plan, and register. Then download the service's macOS app, launch it, and look for Diablo 4. Then click Play, and after logging in, you can start playing. Crossover is the go-to method in 2025 if you want to use your Mac's hardware. It will give you the ability to play anywhere you want without internet limitations, and scales better with newer Macs. But you're not going to get anywhere near the graphical fidelity or performance you'll have with cloud solutions. This totally applies for a title like Diablo 4. This isn't the heaviest game out there, but its requirements are still considerable, which matters a ton when you are running the game through a translation layer app like Crossover. Even a powerful machine like my M3 Max MacBook Pro with 36 gigabytes of memory doesn't provide the best performance when running the game at high graphics with 4K. The average FPS with this config was around 50. So for most of my testing, I stuck to a medium graphics preset and 1080p resolution, which averaged around 80 to 90 FPS. Don't get me wrong, it's a pretty decent experience, but it's heavily dependent on your hardware, and even with a high-end Mac, you still won't be hitting the same numbers as with cloud gaming. The big plus here is that your internet doesn't affect your gameplay, so even if you are on a weaker connection, lag won't be an issue. If you are playing in single player, that is. And there's a 14-day free trial. To use Crossover, click the link in the description, enter your email, and download the app. Then, after you install Crossover, you must click the Try Now option for the 14-day trial. If you need a longer tutorial, visit our video on that. Just note that the experience with Crossover can sometimes vary between updates, so don't be surprised if it suddenly starts to break the game. If this happens, check our site for the detailed instructions, or you'll have to research this on your own. The good thing about Diablo 4 is that it doesn't require any troubleshooting or debugging to get it started in Crossover. There are only two important things to remember to get a smooth experience. Before starting the game in its Crossover bottle, make sure to opt for the D3D metal translation layer and turn on M-Sync. With these options enabled, the game should run without any issues. Sikarugir is currently the most popular replacement for Whiskey since the latter got discontinued by its developer. Think of it as a DIY version of Crossover. It's free, but it's not as reliable or user-friendly. I personally prefer Crossover, but if you are on a tight budget, you can give Sikarugir a go. For this game in particular, Sikarugir gets the job done and lets you play it on a Mac, but you should still be prepared for occasional bugs while working with the tool. Performance-wise, it's also similar to Crossover, but with more jank and potential for things breaking down. As for the setup, you first need to install Homebrew, then Sikarugir itself, then Steam, and then the actual game. The process takes a bit more time compared to the other methods here, and so is beyond the scope of this video. For detailed guidance on how to set up Sikarugir, just click the respective video in the description and it will show you exactly what to do. So these were the best methods for playing this game. If you want to explore more popular gaming titles you can play on your Mac, check the videos that should now appear on your screen, or simply browse through our channel. Also, if you found this content helpful, we'd greatly appreciate it if you liked the video and subscribe to our channel. Take care and see you in the next one.